Helmer Cup awaits the national champions. To get there, the nation's top 16 teams will gather for the emotional roller coaster ride that is the USBC Intercollegiate Team Championships. One cup, one champion. Here at The Rock, who will be rock solid? And welcome to Wichita, Kansas, heartland of America, home to some of college bowling's most prestigious programs. Welcome to the 2007 United States Bowling Congress Intercollegiate Men's Team Championships. And hello again, everybody. I'm Mike Jakubowski. He's done it on the lanes, and now he's going to do it on the microphone. Former collegiate champion and Denny's PBA Tour titleist 3 times over, Sean Rash. Sean, help me get into the heads of these players and coaches as they're preparing for the big one.
Right now, the players are just really nervous. The lights are on. They're down to the championship match. It's just a time to relax and have some fun.
And Sean, let's take a look at the latest collegiate bowling polls.
Well, Saginaw Valley has won 12 of the 18 events they've bowled in this season. That's why they're ranked #1. You can't get any better than that.
Saginaw Valley State in the finals, defending champions.
Well, they're led by a team member, Dan McCullen. This guy's been here before. They won last season. They're going to try to repeat as defending champions.
Going up against the Colonials of Robert Morris. Might not have heard that university before.
Robert Morris is kind of like the sleeper team this week. They're led by 2 players, Tim Pfeiffer and Jason Wunderlich, both Team USA members. They have to put it together to help their team be ranked #1.
Under the lights for the coveted Helmer Cup. Let's set them up and roll. Here's a look at the Baker format. Best 4 out of 7 games in Baker double elimination. Best 2 out of 3 for the championship.
That's right, Mike. You've got 5 bowlers throwing 2 shots apiece. The first bowler is going to throw the first and 6th frame, the second bowler the second and 7th frame, and so on. And anchored by the 5-0 bowler.
Short one. Get it done. All right. Take your time before you go up the bowl.
And listening in on head coach Dan Dorian, joined by Jeremy Scott, the men with the plan from Saginaw Valley State. And on the Colonials side, Carl Pfeiffer in his first year at the helm for the Colonials.
Speaking with Carl earlier, he told me he did this because of the love of the game and trying to keep the kids off the street, making sure they have a good time. Not a bad job for his first year.
Let's get it on for the national championship. Saginaw Valley State leadoff bowler Greg Kuhnel, sophomore from Bay City, Michigan.
Second year that Greg's been on this team, making the show. Has some experience with being champions last season. Looking for a good start here.
Inside angle coming up high, baby split.
Mike, it looks like it was just a little slow there. Doesn't look like got it far enough to the right. Ball speed being slow makes it hook high.
Looks like he was about 25 at the boards.
You know, watching the guys bowl this week, there was a lot of friction, high rev rates. They like to play deep inside.
All right, our first look at the Colonials of Robert Morris. Here's Adam Metzger, sophomore, right-hander out of Erie, PA.
This kid right here comes with some good coaching experience. Jerry Edwards, Hall of Fame coach in my mind, head coach of Team USA. And here's the first shot by Adam.
In the pocket, carrying the 10, and Colonials are on the board.
That's the start that the Robert Morris team is definitely looking for. Definitely inside here around the 25th board, like you said. Great pin reaction. 6-pin kicks the 10 out at the end.
And a nice reaction, and first strike for the Colonials. We go back to Saginaw Valley, and Kuhnel, cross lane, trying to pick up the baby split.
See here, he changed balls.
2.
3 straight back, open frame.
Yeah, just didn't get the ball far enough right to get the ball to deflect off the 3-pin into the 10-pin. It's a pretty hard spare to make sometimes.
That's a tough one to make with your first shot. All right, back to the Colonials. Bowler number 27, Ben Galloway, junior from Moon Township.
He's majoring in sports management. Talk about a guy that likes athletics.
Oh, way out there. Not coming back. 1-2-4.
Mike there, he just got to the line a little early. It's called early timing. His foot was already planted. You'll see in the replay. Plant and throw. Misses to the right. Doesn't like it off his hand.
And now moving to 2-7 for the Cardinals. Second shot, Toby Seidel Jr. from Bryan, Ohio.
What a good kid this is right here. 3 top 5 finishes as an individual this year during the season. Trying to help his team with a shot here.
Coming up, looking for the 1-2-4 kick, didn't happen.
Well, ball speed was fast. Never really gets into a spot down the lane here to hook back and hit the pocket. Using the 1-2-4's combination.
Tough to get that opening shot off your hand. All right, we're back to Galloway. We're on the wireless microphone today. We'll hope to get a couple of comments from him. Good spare conversion.
He chose the approach I don't necessarily choose for, hooking at the 1-2-4. But I remember back on TV, I did the exact same thing, made the spare. Gets his team off to a good start in the second frame, 2 marks in a row. Now Toby's shooting the exact same spare, trying to avoid 2 open frames to start the match. Let's see how he chooses to shoot the spare.
3.
Straight at it. On the outside. Spare conversion.
Definitely a different approach there, throwing it straight, hitting the right side of the head pin, getting the deflection into the 2-4, but I'm pretty sure he'll take it.
Hey, we're just getting started here on CSTV. Back with more Intercollegiate Team Championships. The USBC Intercollegiate Team Championships starts off with the Grand Parade of Teams. What's it like to be introduced into this environment?
Just a really good feeling. Your friends and family get to cheer you on. You're excited to be here.
And the coaches shootout, ever popular.
This is an opportunity for them to throw a couple shots, show what they're made of, and that's about it.
PJ Haggerty, Fresno State, big story early.
3-time bowler of the year, just doesn't get it done. Lose to Wichita State in round of 8.
And then shocking the Shockers.
This is the number 16 seed, UC Davis, beating the Shockers not once, but twice at home.
Then the luck runs out. UC Davis up against the defending champs.
Saginaw wins in a tough 2-set semifinal.
We made the shots because that's what we do.
05 champs in the other semis. Lindenwood up against the Colonials of Robert Morris.
Robert Morris coming out of the losers bracket, winning 2 matches to make it to the final.
Robert Morris bowled fantastic.
Here's tournament results from the rest of the Nationals.
The thing about this week was Missouri Baptist, first time here, finishing in 5th place. The UC Davis team ranked 49th in the country, finishing in 3rd place. 2 teams with disappointing weeks, Wichita State tied for 5th, and of course Fresno State tied for 7th place with 3-time bowler of the year, PJ Haggerty.
Back to the lanes with the Colonials. Here's 38 Oreo bowler Nick DeMine Jr. from Monroeville, PA. Majoring
in economics, good with numbers. Right now, he'd like to get all 10 down, the number that he wants to see.
Oreo for the man in the middle. 3rd frame coming up high. Oh, Toto, we are in Kansas. They all fall down.
That's funny, Mike. You can see here the ball is going through the middle of the head pin. That's why it's not a good shot. It was a bad shot from the start. Comes up high though, trips the 6 into the 3-pin forward. You can see him smiling and laughing here.
You'd take that one, wouldn't you?
I'll take anything I can get.
Now back, 3rd frame, middle of the pack for the Cardinals of Saginaw Valley State. Number 1 ranked. Here is Jason Howard. He's wearing the mic, senior from Burton, Michigan.
This is one of the lone lefties on the show for the men today. The left has looked good all week. Let's see what he brings to the table.
We'll keep an ear on the port sider. Side angle.
That's right! That's right!
Using the famous term from Tommy Jones, that's right. He liked it. His team liked it.
Come on, baby. Back me up.
What's that mean when you come back to the bench with one of those?
It means you got 10 in the pit. Your team's excited. You can see his excitement right here. They know what this means.
All right, 4-man, ace in the hole, 4'9", Tim Pfeiffer from Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania, sophomore.
Sophomore, this is one of the leaders of the team. Junior Team USA member, son of the coach. Let's see what he's got.
Coming right at you. Side angle. Mix couldn't carry the seven.
We got a break. Let's go.
Pretty good shot there. Their team seems like they're in pretty much control of what they're doing. Trying to hit the head pin, filling frames. Ball comes in a little light here at the end for a light 7-pin.
Caught some traffic there, looking for the kick, had a little body English, couldn't get it to go. Now we'll take a look at the ace in the hole for Cardinals 4'9" bowler J.R. Raymond. He's a freshman from Gaylord, Michigan.
He's the only freshman on the Saginaw team starting today. Has some resume already as a freshman. Bowling Writers Association of America Player of the Year honorable mention. Pretty good feat as a freshman.
Give me some stats.
Here's a shot. Carries a trick 4-7.
Trick 4-7.
And a smile.
See his smile. He knows he got away with one there. But I know I take anything on TV. Anybody will take anything on TV like that.
Just a pinch high, but great pin action. And a nice team reaction. Back to the fourth frame for the Colonials. Tim Pfeiffer on the single pin.
Deciding to shoot straight at it. Makes it nicely. Keeps his team clean through 4. Definitely a good start.
Let's take a great overhead angle of that in replay.
Yeah, watching Tim's timing here, you can see that it's a little bit late. His foot's already come to a slide. Ball out in front of him. Something you normally see shooting left side spares.
Here he is, the man, Dan McClellan, sophomore from Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
This gentleman's got so much in his resume as a second-year player already. Canadian Bowler of the Year this past year. High backswing.
Oh, he got a handful and drove it home.
Well, his shoulder might hurt eventually, but what a pretty good shot starting his first shot here.
Over the top backswing, beautiful follow through. Watch this, splash.
High flush. Now you see the view of the ball going through the pins, right through the 1-3-5-9. That's how you draw it up on the drawing boards.
And Hawaii 5-0 anchorman for Robert Morris, Jason Wunderlich, the senior from Homestead, PA.
Another junior Team USA member of the 07 team. Him and his partner Tim Pfeiffer, members of the same team.
Way inside. And a washout.
To me, it looked like he's a little too far left. Doesn't have enough hand to get it back from where he's at. Leaves the hard 1-2-4-10 washout conversion.
How do you recover from the first shot to slide the head pin over into the 10?
For Jason to make the spare, he's going to try to throw a Brooklyn strike shot.
Hey, pretty as a picture, just like you drew it up.
Not the way I would do it. I normally throw it straight at that spare. But looking at this replay here, it looks like he moves his feet right and his target left. Ball starts to hook right about there.
Perfecto. Yeah, I'm bringing some of that back to my bench. We've got 5 frames in the books from Wichita. More Intercollegiate Team Championships when we return. Welcome back to the Rock. Championship match of the USBC Intercollegiate Team Championships underway between Saginaw Valley and Robert Morris. Let's go Laneside with Sean Rash and a special guest.
I'm here with Kim Terrell-Kearney, and former collegiate star, 9-time PWBA champion, and USBC collegiate spokesperson. Why is this event so special?
You know, I love, this is one of the greatest things that I get to do. College bowling is such a passion for me, and you know, there's so much camaraderie, and these kids love each other, care about their school, bowl for their school. It's great.
Thanks, Kim. Back to the action.
That's Kim Terrell-Kearney. We're adding a Kearney, and I believe she has one of those banners hanging in the house. And look at this great crowd assembled for the Intercollegiate Team Championships. Let's take a look back at last year's tournament, where Saginaw Valley State took on a Wichita team that was not a shocker flag.
That's right, the Newman University Jets, led by Corey Simmons and their coach Billy Murphy.
Saginaw Valley State taking game 1, but in game 2, as it often does in the Baker system, right down to the 10th frame.
Right down to Corey Simmons, their anchor bowler, needing to double to stay alive. Got the first one, but missed on the second shot.
Which means 3rd title for Saginaw Valley State in the United States Bowling Congress Intercollegiate Team Championships. Now back to the action. Game 1, Cardinals up, Gregory Kuhnel bowling 1-6. Splash, 10 in the parking lot, 4-bagger for Saginaw Valley.
That's a pretty good move there. You see that he moves a little farther left on the lane, gets the ball farther to the right, gets his team a 4-bagger and a commanding lead after 4 or 5 frames here.
Yeah, I'd slap a hand there. All right, back to the top of the order, 1-6 for the Colonials. Adam Metzger working on a spare 6 frame for the Colonials. Bringing it back. Oh, and a nice strike. We're starting to see some great balls in here.
Talk about great bowling. First and second shot of his TV debut, both high flush strikes. Watch this shot go out to the right. He's leaning. He likes it.
Smoky.
He knows his team's still in the match.
Right back to Cardinals. Saginaw Valley State 2-7. Toby Seidel, 7th frame. Oh, no strike there.
Pretty much like the first shot. Missed the head pin to the right. This time didn't get the 10 pin out. Leaves himself a 1-2-8-10 washout conversion. This is not an easy spare.
What do you do? How do you account for that 8 pin?
I know if I was shooting this spare, I'd be taking the ball, throwing as hard as I can at the 1-2 in the front, hoping the head pin deflects into the 10.
Oh, and he missed on the outside and paid the penalty. Open frame here for Saginaw Valley State.
Seeing the replay here, the ball's coming in on the right side of the head pin, not on the left side. Doesn't give him a very good chance. Could have got a deflection, but no love for him.
Breaks up that four-bagger, 143 open. And now back to Ben Galloway with a strike up in the 7th for the Colonials. Oh, make it a double. Solid in the pocket.
That was definitely a better shot than his first shot. He seemed a lot more balanced at the line. You can see here in the replay, he doesn't fall off to the right. He's watching it go through the pins.
There's actually a lead change there. And how about this form at the line?
Pretty good. High backswing, high follow through, high leg kick. Everything's pretty high for this guy.
High karate. Yeah, baby. 8th frame for Cardinals. Jason Howard wearing the microphone. See if we have anything to hear him say. The port sider approaching the line. Bringing it back to the parking lot.
Here in the replay, you're watching the ball go through the pins, getting the 5 pin, the wiggle there out at the end. Another good shot by Jason. Hearing his reaction, you just heard him say 4-5, 4-5, referring to his 4th and 5th bowler to step up in the 9th and 10th frame, put some heat on Robert Morris.
And Robert Morris up with a double working. Nick DeMine, 38, 8th frame Colonials can tighten it up. Little high, kick the 4 out of there.
This is the lucky guy right now. He's had 2 shots that haven't been perfect, but both of them struck. This one was a little high flush. You see on the high view we have here, a little late timing. Gets the job done with a trip 4 pin here at the end. They'll take it.
The Colonials love it. The crowd loves it. We'll be back with more right after this. Back in Wichita at the United States Bowling Congress Intercollegiate Team Championships, the banquet is always something special to start off the week.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough this week to give a speech and talk about my experience here. This is a week to recognize individual success throughout the season.
Among the first-team All-Americans, dominated by 2 schools.
Yeah, Fresno State with 3 players, William Patterson with 2, and Saginaw Valley star Dan McCollin.
And our Coach of the Year, Fresno State's Chris Preble. Rookie of the Year, who we'll meet a little bit later, Matt O'Grady. And Chris Preble got to coach the first 3 in a row Bowler of the Year, the great P.J. Hegarty, who we meet now up close and personal.
Being a three-peat, it's a great accomplishment. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. I can't thank the coaching staff enough at school to help us out, and especially Brunswick with the great balls that they make. I'm proud. It feels good. It's gone by fast, the 4 years. I never thought I didn't know I'd graduate in 4 years, but I've worked hard and it's gone by real quick. I can't believe it's almost over. After 4 years, you realize it's almost over. You're gonna enjoy the memories and you're gonna enjoy the experiences that you have with these people because they're a big part of your life for 4 years. You have to think about the team and not just focus on making all tournament team or doing well individually. Helping the guys out with lane play and when the times are bad, it's key. And I feel like I've done a pretty good job of that for 4 years.
1, 2, 3, pull up!
I want to be on Team USA at least 2 or 3 more years, and then go on tour. It's been a life dream to go on tour.
Bad thing about P.J. Hegarty, 3 Bowler of the Year titles. I'm pretty sure he'd trade any one of those 3 for a national championship.
9th frame, J.R. Raymond for Saginaw Valley. And a late double on a mixing hit.
He likes that shot. 4th frame was good. 9th frame is good. Sets his anchor bowler Dan up in the 10th frame. Great reaction here. Gets the ball a little right. Comes back. Gets the swisher that we call it on tour. See him using his
little right shoulder there.
Trying to help it any way he can.
All right, to keep pace, Tim Pfeiffer in the 9th for the Colonials. Open for 4 in a row. Oh, just a bit outside. Couldn't crumble the bucket.
You could hear his teammates in the back saying hook. Looked like he got a little bit far right here in the replay.
Using all of the lane.
Real far inside. Good break to get 9 instead of 6 there. Nice and straight at the spare again. Good conversion.
All right, Sean, the situation is this. Heading into the 10th frame, Dan McClelland for Saginaw Valley. With a double and 4, they can shut out Robert Morris.
For Saginaw, this is the guy you want throwing it. Every one of his team members said he's the leader. There's the first one.
Sweet shot, just stuck.
Not too bad under pressure there. This is the one that matters the most, though. This is the one that seals the deal coming up. Here in the replay, nice, good follow through. 10 straight back. Great shot.
How do you do that time after time with this pressure on? He did it last year. He's doing it again.
He likes those situations. Winners like to have the ball in their hand. See if he can do it again.
And that's why he's wearing the Hawaii 5-0. Strike to win. No! 10-pin stands.
You can see by the fist pumps there, he liked it off his hand. He knew he had a chance to strike to help win this game.
It was there all the way.
Just the ringing 10 here. You see the 6 kick to the kickboard real quick.
Hard and straight, cross lane.
Final score of 222. Situation becomes a little interesting now. Robert Morris has a chance to win the game.
They sure do. Jason Wunderlich stepping up. This is why you wear the 5-0. Robert Morris must go strike, strike, and at least 8 to win. 10th frame.
Let's see if Jason can strike like Dan did.
Oh, crossing over. Game 1 will go to Saginaw Valley. Wunderlich couldn't get it done.
Well, here in the replay, it looks like he just drops it a little bit, never gets it going right. Not a very good shot. Good news is they still have a game to try to bounce back. It's the best 2 out of 3.
We're going to change lanes after this game. Do you keep an eye on what that other lane's doing to try to get your strategy forwarded?
Well, right now, the first 2 shots by Jason haven't looked comfortable. He makes a spare here. He'll have an extra chance to throw another shot to try to get comfortable. Just a little too late.
Here's the picture, both pins with the ball. Unfortunately, Saginaw Valley will take game 1. And 9 pins on the fill ball. That's the final score, 222 Saginaw Valley State. Robert Morris, 212. Saginaw Valley goes up 1-0 in this best of 3. And we'll change lanes and get it on with game 2 when we return to North Rock Lanes right after this. Welcome back to North Rock Lanes in Wichita, Kansas. This week, home of the United States Bowling Congress Intercollegiate Team Championships, where Saginaw Valley State has taken game 1. And my partner, Sean Rash, is laneside with Saginaw Valley State coach Dan Dorian.
I'm joined by the coach of Saginaw Valley. Your anchor bowler, Dan McClelland, just threw the first strike to force the pressure on Robert Morris. What's it going to take to repeat as national champions?
He's got to throw more strikes, just like that. He was named collegiate bowler of the year for Canada. He's our collegiate player of the year at Saginaw Valley, too.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Threw some clutch strikes there. Did Dan McClelland. Plenty of confidence heading into this game 2, where we have switched lanes, and Robert Morris will lead off. Adam Metzger, first frame. Hit high, maximum penalty, 4-6-7.
Mike, I got the opportunity to practice this week on the same pattern, and the left lane seemed like it was drier than the right lane this week. Same kind of shot here, you know, high flush the first game on the right lane. Ball hooks more on the left lane, leaves the 4-6-7 split.
Take your medicine and just grab 2 here.
Throw it as hard as you can, hope for a big bounce, but pin count's definitely important first shot.
Got 2, 9 out, first frame for Robert Morris. In this best of 3, Saginaw Valley up 1.
Took our suggestion, throwing it hard and straight at the 4-7 there on the left side. Didn't get the bounce he was hoping for. Normally doesn't happen, though.
Sweet 16, Gregory Kuhnel up for Saginaw Valley State, this time switching over to the right lane. Man, that one's not going to come back. Classic washout.
Just too far right, down lane when he's hoping the ball will hook. We saw Robert Morris in the first game leave a couple washouts, missing a head pin to the right. Gives us an opportunity to talk about the lane pattern and the pair. Looks like the right lane is tighter than the left lane, meaning there's not as much hook down lane for the ball to recover.
Oh, he just kind of yanked that one hard.
Trying to throw a spare ball there at the 1-2-4, getting the head pin going into the 10. Missed left at his feet. Got only 2.
9-8 Robert Morris after the first frame. We now move to the second frame. Ben Galloway. 3-6.
Been such a likable kid. Got to speak to him a little bit during the week. Once he made the finals with his team, he told me who his favorite players were, and Norm Duke and myself were one of them. Just got to thank the kid for the kind words.
Kissing up to the color commentator. Good play. And a good spare.
Nice and straight at the 3-6. Converts the spare nicely. See him talking to his teammates there, giving him a read of what he saw on his first ball.
Fill-in frames, so important in the Baker system.
That's what it's all about. Filling frames, getting the most pins out of it you can.
Toby Seidel, second frame. Light catches the kick on the 10.
That could have been a weak 10. Lucky for him, the 6-pin comes off the wall, barely hits the 10 here on the replay. Good follow through.
Little light in the pocket, catches the break, a little fist pump. And now moving to the Oreo, man in the middle, 38, Nick Demine for Robert Morris. Slightly high, trips the 4-7.
Two great breaks in the first game, kind of pinfalling into the second game here. He either went to Denny's for breakfast or he's drinking some Pepsi.
That's what it's all about, though, here at the Intercollegiate Team Championships. Throw the great shots, but who gets the breaks? Who has got the guts to get the job done?
Seeing in the replay, the 4-pin tripped by the head pin off the wall. Take it any way you can get it.
Up in the third for Saginaw Valley, Jason Howard. Perfect. Game 1, 2 strikes. Third frame. Outside angle. Gets them all.
Third strike again for this young man. PBA tour, Mike Scroggins, Parker Bone, Jason Couch. You guys better watch out for this guy. He straps on it. Look at that reaction. He likes it.
And that's a double for Saginaw Valley. And the team likes it. And we're 3 frames in. A little bit earlier, we told you about Rookie of the Year bowler Matt O'Grady from William Patterson. Let's meet him now.
Matthew O'Grady, William Patterson University, freshman. We have a lot of freshmen this year, and I think my experience has definitely been a gauge that's helped them out throughout the course of the season. My mother gives me 110% all the time. If I wanted to practice one night after she got home from work at 5 p.m., she would bring me. I'd be at the bowling center by 5:10. You know, she's just so dedicated to me. Do my hair. Usually just a minute or two, a little gel, a little water, mix it up.
Have to make sure I get Sean Rash a copy of that for some hair tips. We'll be back with more college bowling on CSTV. Wichita State University, one of the great bowling powers in college bowling history. Sean, you spent 4 years there.
Yeah, 4 years that I'll never forget. Took me 5 to graduate, but make sure kids get that degree before you bowl.
Nothing like the 5-year plan. Tim Pfeiffer up in the 4th frame. Oh, looked flush, but left the 4.
Came up a little high. Looked like he got some information from his teammates from being high the first couple shots. Not bad, though. See the ball here really far left, almost a 6th arrow. Leaves a 4-pin. Easy makeable spare here.
How do you approach the 4?
Most guys shoot it pretty straight. You can see his hands broken back there. Shooting straight at it.
Oh, slid by. Big mistake.
You see him there sliding again on the approach. More than likely, he stuck or slipped when he was trying to let go. Watching here from the above view. Can't really tell, but I'm pretty sure he had some foot problems letting go of that spare shot.
We move to the 4th frame. J.R. Raymond steps up in the 4th. Double up for Saginaw Valley can really lay some hurting on the Colonials. Oh, trip 4.
This guy's pretty hot. That's 3 for 3 now for him. 3 great shots so far in the match. Trips the 4-pin. High backswing, lots of ball speed.
Look at those revs.
Definitely gets a handful. Trips the 4-pin, head pin off the wall.
The middle of the order, the 3 and 4 bowlers producing 6 strikes and 6 shots. That's production. And now, 5th frame, Jason Wunderlich for Robert Morris. Oh, that's going to stay out there.
Way right. Still not very comfortable right now. Gets to the line pretty early. He has late timing. Just nothing on it when he gets down lane trying to hook back. But he leaves himself a makeable spare.
Yeah, disappointed, but got to fill the frames. Midway through this second game, best of 3 for the national championship. Hooks at it. Oh, picks it up.
Good conversion there. Keeps it close. Good support from his teammates.
Now he's been there before, and he's been there again. It's Dan McClellan bowling in the 5th frame for the Cardinals. Big high backswing. But that one creeps outside.
We're starting to see a lot more transition in the lanes. Couple games of practice, couple games of TV, the lights, high backswing, lots of ball speed. Just with the transition, there's oil down lane. It's not hooking as much as it was during practice and even the first game of competition.
And that's the chess match of bowling. Every time you go up there, that lane changes, and you got to find a way to get it done.
It's invincible to the naked eye. You can't see what's really happening.
Open frame in the 5th, 93 for Saginaw Valley. I've heard about these Sean Rash-isms, but is it really invincible to the naked eye?
Invincible, invisible, what's the difference, right? The main point here is the lane is going through transition. You can't see how hard this pattern really is.
We're through 5 frames, and we know the importance of filling frames in the Baker system. And we have a very special guest from Wichita State who's going to show us how to pick up those pesky single pins.
A lot of people out there today don't understand the importance of spare shooting. I'm George Lambert. I'm here today to give you a few pointers. Next time you're out on the lanes, make those single pin spares. Well, a lot of people out there think that it's better to shoot straight at the pin, which is true, but not straight down the lane. Because in this situation, you have the gutter to the right, and you have a whole lot of lane to the left. So what you want to do is you want to get all the way to the left side of the lane, and you want to shoot across the lane at the pin. This creates the most area of mistake, and that's what we need. So I'm standing over here to the left side of the last dot, and I'm looking at the middle arrow right now. I'm not trying to hook the ball, I want it to go very straight at this pin. In this situation, we're aiming for the pin to the very far left side of the lane, which is the 7 pin. Again, using a center arrow as a mark, I want to take the whole lane out of play, and I want to just try and hit the center arrow. This gives me the most mistake area, just the same as the right side. Without spares, you got nothing. So take the strikes when you get them, but shoot the spares all the time.
We'll see if the fellas take George's advice with the spares for the rest of this match. 5 frames remaining in game 2. Saginaw Valley up 1-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Intercollegiate Team Championships, where Saginaw Valley State leads 1-0. Sean Rash is in the crowd with a very interested observer. Sean.
I'm here with Dan Dorian's wife, Mary. Is it true, I heard this week, that you skipped work to be here to watch your husband's team try to repeat?
Oh, please don't ask me that. Yes, true.
It's true. What's it going to take for your husband's team to repeat this day?
Just show up.
Just show up. Thank you, Mary.
Just show up, and the high sign from head coach Dan Dorian. All is well. Saginaw Valley State up 1 game, and up with a mark and a little bit more than a mark at this point. 6 frame for the Colonials. Adam Metzger up. Crossing. Can he get the 10? No.
Starting to wind down here, second game. Not a real good shot here. They thought it was close. Comes up high. Luckily, just to leave 1. Makeable spare here.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty of the match. Is it tough to get that ball off your hand?
Well, after the spare here. The toughest thing right now is not giving up. You know, you don't want to put yourself back to the wall. There's still a lot of bowling left.
There's been a lot of games bowled this week. Here's Greg Kuhnel for Saginaw Valley in their 6th frame. Bring it back. Oh, yeah, perfect.
Definitely a better shot than his first frame. Looks like he got some information, moved left. Communication's so important in this game. See the replays running it out.
Squash. Yeah.
See the first person to congratulate him? Their anchor, Dan McCullen.
7th frame Colonials, spare up. Galloway coming up high, 6-10.
That one didn't come off his hand quite well. It looked like he lofted a little bit. Maybe it stuck on his thumb. See here in the replay, got there about 8 feet. Comes up high, leaves the 6-10. Was hoping it was holding.
Perspiration a factor, the heat a factor.
Well, it's starting to get late in the game. You're starting to think about how much are we down? Are we ahead?
And on the spare, Galloway for the Colonials as we move closer to the end of this second game. If Saginaw Valley State can win, they will defend their title. Here's Toby Seidel, 7th frame. the 10.
Talk about another good shot from a guy that I would have probably pulled after the first game. Dan stuck with him. He got lots of confidence in his players. What a great shot, though.
Right between third and fourth arrow. Brought it back. Great shot. Now 38 for Robert Morris is Nick DeMine. High maximum, not quite maximum. This is a makeable split.
He's already had 3 lucky strikes today that we call considered lucky. This time not so lucky, coming up high and leaving a split. Lucky the 4-pin fell, gives him a chance to make it though.
Got to go for it at this point.
Absolutely. The trick here is get the ball right of the 6-pin. Hopefully it slides across the deck.
He did
another run.
He did go for it. Came up empty. DeMine open in the 8th for Robert Morris. Jason Howard up in the 8th for Saginaw Valley with a strike up, a double here. You could start sniffing out a national championship.
Another good shot by the lone lefty on Saginaw's team. Shaker 7-pin, no love for him this time. I think he'll take 9 here though. Great front view. Asking for it to hook back there. You can see his hand rotating.
Wheel, wheel, wheel.
Smiling, knows he got away with one probably. Teammates looking at the scoreboard.
Cross lane, left-hander at the 7-pin.
Nice ball. Nice and straight.
9th and 10th frames remaining at the Rock in Wichita. Do you smell a possible national championship, Dan McClellan? Wichita, Kansas, the United States Bowling Congress Intercollegiate Team Championships, 9th and 10th frame. Robert Morris needs a strike to stay in the match. Oh, Tim Pfeiffer delivers with the messenger.
Can you say holy cow? Was that Tommy Jones bowling or Chris Barnes? That shot was awesome. Watch the pin rotation as the head pin goes to the wall and comes flying across. Takes the 10-pin out.
Sayonara 10-pin.
He likes it. He's smiling.
And a candle in the window for Robert Morris. J.R. Raymond up in the 9th for Saginaw Valley. Spare up. Coming high, baby split.
Opportunity there for JR to set Dan up just to throw the ball down the lane. Now he needs to convert the spare to almost shut out Robert Morris.
A spare here could really lock up the match.
Key again is hit the pin in the front, try to get the ball to deflect into the 10-pin. Nice and straight, more than likely, is what he's going to do.
Oh, he chops the 3 off the 10. Robert Morris has a slight opportunity here.
It's a tough break, not a bad shot. Didn't get the ball to deflect off the 3-pin. But like you said, Robert Morris has got a chance now.
Taking a look at the score sheet, with a double in 8 by Jason Wunderlich, it would force McClellan to mark. 10th frame. Oh, Stone Ocho!
For a guy that hasn't thrown many good shots in this match so far, you cannot throw it much better than that. This is a terrible break, leaving the stuff 8-pin.
Oh, Randy Peterson's rolling over in his lounge chair. That 8-pin just took Robert Morris out, and that crowd clapping you're hearing is for repeat champion Saginaw Valley State. Let's look at it again. Oh, chopping the 5 right straight back. Oh, and you know it because you've thrown one of those before, Dan.
You see the reaction there by the fans. What a great week for Jason and his team. Robert Morris had a great week coming back through the losers bracket, something you don't see happen very often. Nothing to be ashamed of. I'm pretty sure we're going to see this team in the future.
Absolutely great competition. Dan McClellan taking a knee, finishing out for Saginaw Valley State as they defend their national collegiate title.
It's been a while since you've seen a repeat. Western Illinois did it a few years back. Now Saginaw's done it. Let's see if they can go for 3 in a row next year.
Dan Dorian looking on, proud of his Cardinals. And Jason Wunderlich finishing out. Final score of 157 here in Game 2 for the Colonials. But not to be, as Saginaw Valley State, your USBC Intercollegiate Team Champions. George Juzik mopping up, taking the knee for Saginaw Valley State, coming off the bench. Left-hander.
Pretty good shot there, getting 9. But we have to mention this. Dan McCullen's dad didn't get to make the trip this year, battling some health problems. Dan called his dad after they made the finals, almost in tears. I just want to congratulate Dan and his teammates there and wish a healthy recovery for his father. We know he's going to be proud of you.
Congratulations also to Dan Dorian, assistant coach Jeremy Scott, and the 2007 Intercollegiate team champions, the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals. And the Kerm-Helmer Cup held aloft by the repeat national champions. Kerm-Helmer, longtime coach of Erie Community College. The very proud Cardinals fans showing their support. A chance of repeat from the Cardinals fans. And what an incredible week of bowling. 32 Baker games in qualifying. Grueling 4 out of 7 Baker matches against some of the best collegiate teams in the country. And to come out on top in front of the crowd under the lights here on CSTV, what an accomplishment. Back-to-back titles for the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals, and quite an accomplishment for head coach Dan Dorian, assistant coach Jeremy Scott, and everyone involved with the Saginaw Valley State program. And right now, my broadcast partner Sean Rash is heading down Laneside to talk to the winners from Saginaw Valley State. Sean?
Coach Dan, what was the reason for your success this week? Your team just walked through the event, it seemed like, this week.
We didn't walk through. It was a tough field we had out here. Our guys showed great heart. They never lost focus of what we come here to do, and that's to repeat, and that's what we got done today. We're really happy about that.
Back-to-back 4 national championships for Saginaw Valley State. What is the future for this program?
A 5th one next year, hopefully. We got Dan for 2 more years, JR for 3. We're ready, baby.
Dan, the guys look up to you. This is what it's all about. You're always the one that they want to throw the ball. Why are you the one?
God knows why. I don't know why I'm shaking like a leaf over here. But I don't know. I think I bring good confidence and just I show a lot of support for these guys. These guys, I'd be nothing without them. That's for sure.
Well, there you have it. Back-to-back champions, 4th national championship in the school's history, Saginaw Valley State. Can you say back-to-back?
Back-to-back!
Back-to-back indeed, but Robert Morris University also with a very fine showing at these championships, and Sean Rash is now with head coach Carl Pfeiffer.
Coach, why was this such a great week for you guys?
The kids practiced hard. They worked hard to get here. We owe a lot to the college for supporting us. They did. The kids generally take it on themselves to do most of the work themselves. I give them all the credit. I don't take any credit for that. They do all the practicing.
With a great week this week, what's the future of this program in the following years?
Hopefully we have a couple kids coming next year. We got to replace Jason, which will be big. But we get a couple kids come in. I think we can contend again. I think we'll be back. We had a great time. USBC does a great job running this tournament. It's exciting to be here. The kids enjoyed all week, and we're going to try to get back here because it's a lot of fun. We have a good time.
Thanks, Coach. Your 2nd place, Robert Morris University.
Thanks, Sean. Your champions are the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals. For more information on bowling and other college sports, log on to CSTV.com, the ultimate destination for scores, news, highlights, and analysis. For Sean Rash, this is Mike Jakubowski. Go bowling this week. So long from Wichita. You are watching CSTV.